Good morning class. My name is Mangalam Agarwal. Uh, in the previous video, I have taken a important act, that is the Environmental Protection Act. So today we are discussing about the air, that is Prevention and the Control of Pollution Act, which is comes in the 1981 year. So this act is also very important. So this act says that an act to provide for the prevention, control and the abatement of the air pollution, for the establishment with a view of the prevention and the control of pollution, and for assigning the powers and the functions relating to the matters of the pollution of it. So what is air pollution? It has been defined as the presence of any solid, liquid or the gaseous substances in the atmosphere in such concentration that may cause the any undesirable change in the man or not his environment. So what is the air pollution? Basically it is the presence of any solid, liquid or the gaseous substances in the atmosphere in such concentration that may cause the harmful to the human beings or any other living creatures or any plants or any property or to the whole environment. So this is about the air pollution. So what are the air pollutants now? It can be defined as the any substance that makes the air suitable for the man and can change its physical, chemical and the biological characteristics. So these are the definition of the air pollution and the air pollutants. And the air pollution air act provide for the prevention and the control and the abatement of the air pollution for the establishment with the view of prevention and the control of the pollution. So now we are taking this act in detail. So air act empowers the state government to declare the air pollution area and to prohibit the use of any fuel which is likely to cause the air pollution in any pollution control area. There are following functions that the central government follow. The first point is advise the central government of any matter to concern the improvement of the quality of the air and the prevention, control and the abatement of the air pollution. The second point is plan and cause to be executed in the nationwide program for the prevention, control and the abatement of the air pollution. The third point is coordinate the activities of the state board and resolve disputes among them. The next point is provide the technical assistance and the guidance to the state government which carried out the sponsor investigations and the research relating to the problems of the air pollution and the prevention, control and the abatement of the air pollution. So these are some guidelines which central government follow. And the next guideline is to plan and organize the training of the person which is engaged or to be engaged in program for the prevention, control and the abatement of the air pollution on such terms and condition of the central board may specify. The next guideline is to organize the mass media for the comprehensive program regarding the prevention, control or the abatement of the air pollution. The next guideline is to collection, compile and the publish the technical report and statistical data relative to the air pollution and its measures, and prepare the manual course or the guidelines relating to the prevention, control or the abatement of the air pollution. So these are the central government guidelines which follow the Air Act. Now the state government has also some guidelines or the functions, that is to advise the state government on any matter which concerning the control and the abatement of the state government. The next point is to plan a comprehensive program for the prevention, control and the abatement of the air pollution and to secure the execution of all the program. The next point is to collect and the disseminate information related to the air pollution. The next point is to collaborate with the central board in organizing the training of the person. So these some points are also related to the central guidelines. The next is to inspect all the reasonable time any control equipment, industrial plan or manufacturing process, and to give by order such directions to such persons as it may consider necessary to take the steps for the prevention, control or the abatement of air pollution. The next guideline is to inspect of the air pollution control areas at such interval as it may think necessary for the air quality. The state government also says that the laying down the standard in consultation with the central board and having the regard to the standards for the quality of air, laying down the central board standards for the emission of the air pollutants into the atmosphere from the industrial plant and the automobiles, and for the discharge of any air pollutants into the atmosphere from any other sources. Okay. The next guidelines by the state government to advise the state government with respect to the suitability of any activity or the location for carrying on any industry which is likely to cause the air pollution. The state government may establish or recognize a laboratory to enable the state board to perform its function or any experiments. So this is about in detail air prevention and the control act, control of pollution. Okay, so you can write from there. This act is also very important for your examination point of view. Before describing in detail, you must specify what is the air pollution, what are the air pollutants definition. Okay, and then write in detail. Okay. 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 So guys, in the next class we will discuss about the water, that is prevention and the control act, which is comes in 1974. Thank you class.